Mike's Movie Corner and more, I should say. Excuse me. I am back with another video, and I just got some breaking news. This is coming out of Variety, Twitter, Instagram, and all this stuff. So, to all of the Scream fans out there, it's been reported that Melissa Barrera has been officially fired from the Scream franchise. She made a remark about the Israel war on her Instagram. I believe it was sometime today. And I'm going to quote this real quick. So she said, if Gaza felt like a concentration camp, and that's what she wrote. That's all I'm going to actually say on that note. And then what's the gag of it all is that she didn't know that she was fired until Jenny Ortega, actress Jenny Ortega, messaged her, hit her up, and, told her the situation. So now it's official that Jenny Ortega is also leaving the Scream franchise. Now, there's been rumors for like the past couple months that Jenny Ortega was gonna leave, that she wasn't gonna be returning to Scream 7. And there's been some rumors already. And the reason why she wasn't returning is because number one, she was filming season 2 of Wednesday, and then she was also filming Beetlejuice 2. So that's one that's two of the main reasons not returning. But, here's my thing. What's going on, Nathan? Here's my thing. Now, Jenny Ortega, she's not returning because she's gonna stand by Melissa Barrera, of course. And then I think another actress, I think her name is Jasmine Savoy Brown, is also may not return either. So the writers of Scream 7 is gonna have to, they pretty much gonna have to start over from scratch. So in other words, they're gonna have to come up with something. They're gonna have to come up with something. So, okay, but here's the thing now. Now, my thing is Paramount, you're firing Melissa Barrera because of what she said on Twitter, but you never told her. See, you never told her that you were gonna fire her. You know what I'm saying? So it was her friend Jenny Ortega had to say that she was fired. So you pretty much pussyfooted around, didn't even tell her, and you thinking that she's gonna know, off rip. Well, what the hell? You just put it out on the social media anyway without even telling her, because you're too chicken shit to tell somebody that they're fired. Now, this leads to my question to you guys. Comment on the comment section below. Did she deserve to get fired? And what do you think they're gonna do with Scream 7? Because at this point, the two directors that did Scream 5 and 6, they're not returning, so it's a new director. And it wasn't the director's fault. It was actually the studio. It was actually Paramount, and you know, I think Dimension, owns the rights to Scream, if I'm not mistaken. So, what does this lead? Like, what does this lead for the franchise? Well, if you were smart, you would have brought Ned Campbell back. I mean, here's the thing: Scream 7. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now this is just to me, it's kind of dragging on a little bit. So it's like enough is enough. Just end the franchise. And if you're gonna do a Scream 7 without your key stars, well, you're gonna want to take your time on it. You know what I'm saying? You definitely gonna want to write something. You're gonna have to create something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like kill maybe, I don't know. They living in a better life. Give them a happy ending if you're gonna go that route. So now, who's left is I don't know if Mason Gooding, who's plays Chad. I don't know if he's on board with it now. After the firing of Melissa Barrera. Now, Melissa Barrera's not the only person in trouble. It's Susan Sarandon is also in trouble too, but because of her comments about the war. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna get into the war like that. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, well, we've heard worse. You know what I'm saying? Like we've heard worse, but you have these actors that are still acting. You know what I'm saying? There's actors that done worse and they're still acting. Like Melissa Barrera, she's voicing her own opinion. You know what I mean? And everybody could voice their own opinion. But I feel like we live in a society now we can't voice our own opinion. And we can't voice our own opinion because we have people that don't want to hear it. Nowadays we living in a pussyfoot generation now. You know what I mean? And okay, the thing is that if you're gonna fire her within. Now I can see if she went off on the rails, if she went off and like said some stuff and all that. It says some stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I could see if it was some racist undertones and stuff like that, if she was saying stuff racist. But I mean, she clearly was stating her own opinion. Everybody's gonna have their own opinions. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is gonna have their own opinions about this. So here's what if I was the writers of Scream 7, here's what I would do. I would bring Nev Campbell back, give her what she wants. Give her enough money to give her more money. Have it end. Just end the franchise. We don't need a Scream 8. We don't need a Scream 9. We don't need a Scream 10. Because at this point it's just getting frustrating. You know what I'm saying? And I understand they want to pass off the torch to the new generation. I understand that. But at the end of the day, I mean, without Nev Campbell, now 6 I could forgive because it didn't have Nev Campbell in it. I could forgive that. That was a really good movie, a much better movie than 5. But my thing is, it's just crazy because I feel like a lot of Scream fans are clocked out after Dewey died. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my spoiler for those who haven't seen Scream 5. But what I'm saying is that, you know, I don't know, they gotta be more creative. They gotta be creative on it. Now, unless they would maybe somehow, some way, would we hire her? My personal opinion, before I get to my personal opinion, whether she should be fired or not, you know what I mean? Honestly, if you're gonna do a Scream 7, bring back the originals. Have them finish off the franchise. Just have them finish it. If you're not gonna bring the core 4 back, you know what I'm saying? Now, am I saying that Mason Goody, Chad, if he was on board, could he be the leading guy? Could he be the it guy? Could he be the heel? Could he be, could he carry, Scream 7? Well, here's the thing. Many people think he can't, which is why. Why not? Because he's a side character. Okay, I get that. However, I think, in my honest opinion, Mason Gooding wasn't really used. He sure as hell wasn't used in Scream 5 as much. Scream 6, he was used more because he was a core character. But do I think if they could do it with him, if he's on board, it would be a nice little change of pace. I mean, he could be the next hero, but as of right now, people are comparing him to Dewey right now, which I could see he does have that Dewey vibes, kind of. But in this case, he could fight. You know what I'm saying? I think he could carry it. That's just my honest opinion. I think he can carry the whole movie. I think so. I mean, I don't see why not. Just give him all the just give it to him. That's if he's on board with it. But if you're not gonna do it that way, if you're not gonna go that route, why don't you bring back Nev Campbell, give her the amount of money that she actually deserves, because she's the one who's making the franchise. She made the franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was the one. She was the final girl. Gail was the final girl too. She was the final sidekick. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been rocking it for years. Just somehow, some way, bring her back into the picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you have to do. And I feel like that could be a strong possibility. If you give her what she wants, the amount of money, give her what she wants. But other than that, if you're gonna halt production, because now the writers have to start over. If you're gonna halt the production for Scream, at least give it a good story. I would sit down, grab all the writers, sit down, have a meeting, and make it good. Because let's go in order for a second, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in order real quick. The best Scream, in my honest opinion, Scream 1 is always gonna be the the best Scream. That's my honest opinion. Scream 2 was really good. Good follow up. I actually liked it. Scream 3 was meh. It was alright. Scream 4, where they filmed in Plymouth, Michigan, meh. I mean, it was whatever. It was just, it was kind of silly at times. Scream 5. I didn't like the fact that they killed off Dewey. He should have, if you're gonna take him out, have him have a longer fight scene. Hell, in fact, bring Dewey back in. I don't know. I don't know how you're gonna do that. Hell, bring him back in, because here's the thing: when in part 5, didn't exactly see. You saw him get stabbed and sliced, but here's the thing: you didn't exactly see him in a body bag. It was. I mean, but you didn't have to. But at the same, I'm just saying. But you could somehow bring Dewey back in somehow, some way. I mean, since we're bringing back characters, well, you know what I'm saying? Or they should have dropped. They kind of dropped the ball. They should have had, like, come to think about part 5. They should have had Dewey be the killer, because when you think about it, in the trailer, they was so hard on Dewey. It's not even funny. The promotion of Dewey was crazy. It was either he was gonna die, which I knew he was gonna die. He was gonna finally die, or he was gonna be the actual killer. He could be the actual killer now. Like, I don't know. Have him be the actual killer. He's the one masterminding this whole goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? So you could do something like that for Scream 7. You could just to end it. I mean, you still could bring on, whoever. You could bring on Chad, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's just, if you're gonna do Scream 7, you gotta do it delicately. And you gotta know the franchise left and right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I wanted to come on here because I wanted to tell this story. And um another thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you, and maybe I might get a lot of flack for this one. As far as Melissa Barrera and Jenny Ortega, yes, they're the core people. Yes, they are the core. But do I think their acting ability is good? I'm very critical. And I mean, if they're not in it, you're not. To me, in my opinion, I'm not missing too much. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so used to. Here's the thing: I'm so used to the old friend. To the Nev Campbells and the Courtney Cox. I'm so used to them. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I'm not. If Jenny Ortega's not in it, I mean, she's a fine actress. She's up there. She's a major star now. And here's the thing: there's been they a lot of people think because she's not going to be in Scream 7 it's a cop out. No, it's not a cop out, because it's been rumors for the past several months before this whole stuff with Melissa Barrera happened. She may not be returning. And the reason why she may not be returning is because she is filming Beetlejuice 2. She's doing Wednesday. When is she going to have time to do Scream? Do I think she's better than Scream? I would like to see her in several projects. I would like to see Melissa Barrera in other projects too. In fact, she has been in some other projects as well, but not a lot of people know about that. That's what IMDb's for. If you want to follow what other people are doing, simply go there on Wikipedia. You know what I mean? And, people are like, oh, she hasn't really done anything yet. They haven't really done anything else besides this and this and that. Yeah, they have. Yes, they have. Yeah, but you're not looking. You know what I mean? And here, I'm not just gonna bullshit shit around. Okay, I'm being blunt and I'm being honest. If you think that these actors haven't done anything else, or you think Screen is their bread and butter, well, they got other movies. It may not be as big as Scream, but they getting paid. So my final thoughts on this: do I think that she Melissa Barrera deserves to get fired? And do I think Jenny Ortega, the reason why that she's not in Scream 7 anymore because it's a cop out? No. I answer no to both. I don't think Melissa Barrera should have been fired, in my opinion. Jenny Ortega's not a cop out. She doesn't want to be in 7, she doesn't have to. That's the that's the bottom line. We've heard worse in Hollywood. But you have some actors that's still acting, but you're gonna fire her. If you're gonna fire somebody, don't be a pussy and put it all on the internet. Talk to them first. That's the right thing to do. We rely on social media so much, it's not even funny. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad. It's sad that, she was fired, yes. Now, is this going to affect her career? And is this going to affect, her future as an actress? Well, from what I've read, that I think it was, I think her agents and studios, I think, dropped her. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad, people, and she had this, steady career, and now one comment, that's it, she's dropped. So comment on the comment section below. I just wanted to get on here to, share my thoughts and stuff like that. So with that being said, this is Mike from Mike's Movie Corner and more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.